Guys, welcome back to the 10-minute financial guide. So my name is Ibukon. If you're new, if this is your first time, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure that you subscribe and you click the red notification button so you get an alert every time I post a new video. I make videos about increasing your income, reducing debt, and living a debt-free and healthy financial life. Look at that, I can't even speak. So I have an Instagram account and the name, it's at 10-minute financial guide, and I'll put a link to my Instagram and my Twitter in the description box below. So I made a previous video about the cons of social media, and so I thought it was only right to come on here and talk about the negatives. I talked about the positives, and now I want to talk about the cons of social media. So without wasting any more time than I have already wasted, let's get to my point. The first point is social media makes it easy for people to cyberbully people. So cyberbullying is a form of bullying, but it's done online. So even people that you don't know, like I feel so bad for celebrities and just people in general. And I know a lot of people who are hiding under, like, behind a computer screen or a phone screen. The fact that internet and data is just available, I've just turned some people into nuisance. You just be typing rubbish, stuff that you cannot say to the person's face. Like most things that most people, you are not about that life to say it to that person's face, but it's the internet. You can say whatever you want to say. And as an adult, maybe you can handle it, but we need to think about the effect on like children and young adolescents, people who don't really have as much confidence as like an older person. It's just so much. There are ways to bully you. I can follow your mom and then talk, like insult you about your mom, about your family, just because I saw them on social media. It's just too much exposure to stuff like that. So that will definitely be one of the cons of social media. The second con is social media makes it easy for predators to find their victims. So kidnappers, robbers, assassins, think about it, like crazy people, just like people send naked pictures to people on Instagram. Like before, like one time I opened my DM and somebody legitimately sent me a naked picture. Somebody I don't know. I've never followed your account. I don't know you. I had to change the settings of my messages. But as at that time, I was grown. Like I was like, what, 29? So I knew to just ignore. Can you imagine the impact of that on like a teenager or like a younger person? They can become traumatized for life, and God forbid they fall for that kind of person, and it's just too much. It bothers me a lot, if you can't tell, just on the effect on children and younger people. So definitely that will be it, and that's why we need to be careful. I know you want to post your beautiful kids and in their school uniforms, but don't forget that you're not thinking like a kidnapper, but the way these people think, you'll be shocked, because now they have the uniform, they can find out what school it is, they can track you by your car. Like people do things carelessly and you're doing it innocently, but it puts you and your kids at a risk. So we need to definitely be more careful. The third point is that there is the fear of missing out. So you just feel like, oh, my life is not fabulous enough. And this affects everyone. Me, sometimes. Even people that, like my sisters that live in Nigeria, I see their photos on Instagram and videos, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was in Nigeria, like they're attending my other sister's birthday party or something. And it just makes me feel like they're living a better life and they have a better social life than I do. Don't forget that social media is like believing that Brad Pitt is married to this person because they did a movie together. If it involves a camera, it is acting. Let me not lie to you. I've been to parties where the party is dead, like dead. When you go on Instagram or Snapchat and you see people snapping this, that, you'll be like, that same party. So no, you are not missing out. Everybody has their highs and their lows, and they have times where they're very, very socially active, they're traveling, and that's what they show. They don't show you when they are wearing their hairnets and their pajamas that does not match, and they are sleeping. There's no light, there's no foil to on gen. They don't show you that, but they show you like the highlights. So don't take it for what it is. So you need to cut that out and try to actually live a life that is fulfilling and satisfying. The fourth one, which is the most annoying one for me, is social media sets, if it's not used correctly, it sets unrealistic expectations. So I would like to focus on like jobs, holidays, relationships, marriages, like proposals and things like that. Listen to what I'm telling you. If you're a young girl and you think that a man, will just come, blow you away, enter the river to propose to you or fly you on a jet, let me tell you something. Your own circumstances are different. You might be the one that will support your family, like in the first couple of years before your husband is able to do that for you. The situations are different, and those people that you see, I promise you, not all of them have that what they're painting. It is a show. Remember, if it involves a camera and you have to put it on, it is acting. So a guy does not have to fly, in the sky or go in the water to propose to you to show that he loves you, or put a bow on a Mercedes Benz or a Porsche to show that he loves you. You can find love, and it can be both of you agree that we like each other, we don't have money for a ring, let's go to a small shop, buy a small ring. Later, when the money is right and tight, we are going, when things are, blooming, we are going to do better. Some people start like that, and some of these people too, they start like that. Some girls buy flowers for themselves and they will hashtag bae, my bae loves me. It's lie. I'm telling you from personal experience. I know girls, grown people that you would think that they have sense, buying things for themselves and posting it on social media. Don't let anybody set unrealistic anything for you. Hold on to what you have. That's your real life. Work on making that real life better. You hear me? The fifth con of social media is negative body image. So you see people that are just snatched. Somebody will have a baby yesterday, they'll be looking like a snack in 2 days. I've had the opportunity to hang around some people. It's not what it looks like. Again, if it involves a camera and you turn it on, it's a show. And that's what people do. That's like, I do it, because sometimes when I just like post stuff. There are times that before I come to this room to record, I'm crying about something. But I come here and then I'm like, I can't be crying and be doing video. I not by force. I will try to liven up, because that's life. Life is tough. Life is crazy. There are times that I'm fighting with my sister, I'm fighting with my mommy, I'm fighting family issues, I'm fighting friends, I'm fighting at work. So many things. I'm in pain, maybe I have a headache. You don't know. Life is not perfect. So don't let anybody make you feel less about yourself. And I'm not saying everybody that puts their relationship on social media is fake, but I'm saying that it's not a standard for anybody. You set your own standards and live your own life. Your life is beautiful. Trust me, if everybody puts their lives in a bag and they put all the problem and all the everything, the likelihood that you pick your problems back is very high. Don't let anybody sell you what is not selling. The sixth and final con that I've noticed is human connection. People don't know how to talk anymore. Like, try it. Go out to lunch or dinner and start talking to people. They don't know how to have a full conversation without like pulling their phones up, talking about this, talking about that. Oh, look at this person's page, look at this. That connection is no longer there. You see parents that use like social media when they're supposed to be spending quality time. Sometimes I'm in my mind, like you see people in church, oh God, church, where you're supposed to be in the presence of God, like Almighty God. I don't think that you do Snapchat when you're talking to your boss or when you're giving a presentation at work. You don't do that because you respect the institution. I'm passionate about this because it's just not okay. You want to show us praise and worship. No, that's the presence of God. That's where you're supposed to worship God with your heart and your soul. But no, you have to show it on social media. Just cut it out and be an adult and be responsible. And if you don't want to go to church, stay at home and watch it from home. Stop going to church and distracting yourself, distracting other people. It's a show and it's not necessary. It's not necessary at all. We need to teach, especially children. I don't care about those grown people that are doing those things, but your children are watching you. Younger people are watching you, and these people don't know how to spell. IKR, KK, they can't spell communication. Tomorrow, they don't know it's 2 M's because TMR. Like, just stop it. We need to build a better generation that know how to behave, how to act, how to be friendly, how to have conversations. Because guess what? They are not going to Snapchat their interview to their interviewers. They are going to go there and look. And that's why you see some people, they're so, like, they can twerk on Instagram. They are the ones that can do this and that. Put them in front of an interview panel. They are shy. They are not confident, because your confidence is based, you need a cell phone and a working internet. Then internet warrior. I'm not fighting with anybody, but as you can see, I'm very passionate because I want our upcoming generation to do way better than us. Way better. Okay? So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, even though there was so much anger, but like, I hope that some of you are as angry as I am. And I know that people that do those kind of things, that Snapchat in church, I'm not judging you. But if he's pinching you, then maybe it's time for you to have a rethink and think about the motive and the reason you do those kind of things. And if it shows that you respect the sanctuary of God. If you are Snapchat and see choir, see pastor, see, like, put your phone down and listen. Just focus. Don't let blessing pass you. All right. I hope that you have enjoyed this video / rant that escalated really quickly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and put your comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have additional points or any of my points that you feel passionate about as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video.